everybody. Good morning. How are you? I am going to turn my lights on. I was on a call right up until the last second, so I apologize for being, and my house is freezing. I think Nate turned the heat down to like 40 degrees in here. It's freezing, snowing out. Really quick, say hello if you would in the chat on Zoom if you're on Zoom. Carissa, how are you this morning?
Doing good, getting some more caffeine.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to get us started by streaming on Facebook. And then, Carissa, while I get set up here, will you go ahead and share to your page as well? So let me get up here. Yep. Everybody, if you're on, if anybody wants to unmute and just tell us where you're watching from. If you're on Zoom, that would be awesome. Just tell us who you are and where you're watching from.
Hi, Stephanie, watching from Council Bluffs, Iowa.
I love it. Stephanie, what do you live close to? Like, how would people know where you live?
I'm the twin city to Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Okay, Chris, so I should be live on Facebook in a second on my wall. Let me know if you see it. You're going to be my check, actually. Who else? Jody, where are you from?
I'm Jody. Hi, everybody. I'm from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. So not far from you, Kayla.
No, love it. Love it. Love it. If you're free tonight, come to season launch.
I saw that. I was thinking about actually checking it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. 5 to 7. We'll be here. I'm sending my husband and my son out of the house, and it'll be awesome. All right. Who else is on? Go ahead and introduce yourself. Anyone else brave enough?
Me, Sherry, Texarkana, Texas.
I love it. I love when people from Texas come on because they say that we have an accent usually in Wisconsin, but we do not, Sherry. It is you. I always say.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you born and raised in the South? Like, are you from Texas? Tell me more.
No, ma'am. I'm an Air Force brat. My father was in the Air Force for 28 years. I've lived probably in every state except for 2 of them. And I know we've had snow in Idaho, Mountain Home, Idaho, Rapid City, South Dakota, Chicago, Illinois. I've even been to Kandahar, Afghanistan for a year and a half.
Wow.
I took a career change from nursing and spent 5 years with the deployable team. We were made simply to go out and help with hurricanes and major disasters. And they found out we were really good. So they decided to send us to terrorist training for 6 months and then put us in the soldier's uniform, and off to Kandahar we went for a year and a half.
Wow. What a cool life story you have. Hi, everybody that's watching on Instagram. I'm just jumping on. I'm going to be talking with my dear friend, Carissa, who you're not going to see. You're only going to see me on Instagram. But if you're on Zoom or on Facebook or on our YouTube channel, catching the replay, you're going to see a ton of beautiful faces. You're going to see Sherry and Stephanie who have the cameras on. Anybody else that you're welcome to have your camera on, even if you're cooking or working or homeschooling or whatever. If you've got AirPods in, we want to see you. My dear friend, Carissa, is going to be sharing as well. I've got my sound up, so you should be able to hear. Carissa, I'm going to run and grab my coffee cup that I left in the office, and then we're going to dig into Epicure. But as I do that, do you want to just introduce yourself and kind of kick us off with who you are and how you got into this business?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this pop-up opportunity event. What is it, Wednesday? No, Thursday. It's Thursday, January 5th. So happy New Year to everybody. A little bit about me. My name is Carissa Perzo. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin, so I know where Beaver Dam is. And I am a mom of 4. So I have a 13, 11, 9, and 5-year-old. To pause on that because we had some birthdays. And I got in this industry. It'll be 12 years that I got into this industry. 12 years ago next month, February. So it's just crazy town to me to think. But I came in this industry because I wanted a discount on my groceries. I wanted a discount on taco seasoning. I was sick of buying packets upon packets of taco seasoning. And I thought, my friend said, hey, you could just join and then you can shop when you want on your own website and get your groceries for free delivered to your doorstep. And I thought, well, that's a no-brainer. So fast forward, that's basically what I did for 3-ish years. And then way back then, I only had 1 kiddo, which seems like a lifetime ago. And I thought, you know what, I could do a little bit more here. Why not give this a go? Everybody eats every single day. And so the last, 9 years, this has been my job. This has been my full-time thing. And I absolutely love it. I love helping people, and I love partnering with Kayla and sharing all about the good food real fast. And Epicure, as you can see, my office is also in my kids' toy room. So there's, yes, a Nerf gun wall behind me, but this is real life, everybody. So, but we're so excited. That's just a little bit of tip of the iceberg about me. Do this full time around my family and not the other way around. And I just absolutely I love what we do here. So
I love that. Yeah. And I'm so lucky to know Carissa, you guys. I met Carissa through the industry on an incentive trip is when I first like walked up to her and met her. I might've had too many adult beverages and might not have remembered till the next time I ran into Carissa at something else. Just kidding. But I think about this, the power in this industry. Like I think most people come in for products. So if you're catching this today, I'm in the kitchen so I can actually show you a couple of our pieces that come in the business kit and really paint the value for you in a second. So stay with me. There's gonna be visual aids if you're somebody who's a visual learner. But I really want to say, like, we need to normalize that. Like no one comes in the business thinking they're going to be Kayla or Carissa and that this will be your full-time job. So Carissa is an amazing executive director in the company. She's one rank from the very top rank. She doesn't toot her horn enough. So I'm going to do that for you. And just like she shared her story, she was just a new mom looking for easy meals. She now has 4 kiddos that she needs to feed every day, 3 times a day, get them to all of their events and activities. She needs flexible work. She needs work that really creates real money, right? But she didn't come here for that. And I think that's important for you to hear because so many times I think people think they're going to join this and they're like, okay, I already work 40 plus hours, commute, kids, meals, life is crazy post-pandemic, getting back into a groove of busy. How am I going to add this in? And I think all of our stories start the same. You start small, you join, you say yes. You say yes to a life-changing income opportunity, a life-changing business model, and then you go from there. And everybody's there is different. So for Stephanie's on camera with a beautiful little boy there. So we'll just use her as an example. Her there might be, this is part-time income alongside a full-time job. I'm making this up, by the way. I'm not going to share anyone's personal information without permission on this Zoom. But she might just be doing this for a couple $100s a month to pay for their first home, to take her kids on a Disney cruise, to put groceries on the table, to pay her ever-rising cell phone bill, utility bill. Oh my gosh, we bought an artificial Christmas tree this year. And that was like, I need a side hustle to do that. Like, not funny, but like costs are up, right? A dozen eggs is up. And this industry has always been built on men and women seeing an opportunity, being passionate about the product and what we offer. And we're going to chat about that. But more than that, starting with a business kit, a great no risk opportunity. There is 0 risk if you decide to join Carissa, myself, or anyone that invited you to check this out today. 0 risk because you get this amazing kit of food and cookware. You get to use it. You get to bless your family with quick and easy and allergen friendly meals. And then whatever you do from there is you're there. It's a little extra money, a lot of extra money, a new career, or it's a discount and sharing with friends and family. And that's important. But I'm Kayla. I have 2 Dalmatian dogs who are being quiet right now. Let's all say a prayer. Their names are Todd and Tenley, and they are purebred Dalmatians. And I always joke with my husband, like, maybe we should get, like 99 more. And he's like, maybe we won't stay married if we do that. And I was like, okay, that's probably the truest thing you've ever said to me. So Tenley is staring at me right now. She's our female on the couch. Todd's sleeping in my office where we were cozily working away a few minutes ago. I have a son, Macaulay. He's in 1st grade. And I met Carissa when Macaulay was a baby. And this was more of a smaller career income for me. It was enough to stay home, quit my job, pay the bills, and it was amazing. I thought that was like the end all be all. I was so pumped that I could provide a few $1,000s a month, replace my corporate job, and be a stay-at-home mom. And Carissa and I fostered this really cool friendship during that season. I'm so sorry if they bark, that someone's walking past our house, I bet. And it's been awesome to be able to be there for everything. I only chose to have 1 kiddo. I was only able to have 1 kiddo. And so, Chris, I might have to mute myself for a second if it gets really bad for a second. They think someone's here. And there might be a delivery happening. I get a lot of deliveries, so it could be. It should stop in a second. But I never have missed a thing because I chose this industry for work. I've chosen this kind of work so that I could see the first rollover and the first crawl and the first steps. And I was at the doctor's appointment when our doctor said, I think he needs speech therapy. Like, I think he's, speech delayed. And I was like, no, he's not. Any other mamas out there with special need kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The denial stage comes first. But I think about the power in having Carissa as a friend that never would have been in my life to call and say, Macaulay's going to need therapy. And like, he's not talking. And apparently should be talking, but also like, because I only have one, extra special moments of never missing anything. My husband, Nate and I have been married 14 years. We have just decided that this is the way of life we want. We want to have the flexibility and the freedom to choose how we spend our time and where we spend our time. But just like everybody else, 9 years ago now. So Carissa, it has to be at least 9 for you, because working the business, because 9 years ago, I came into the industry March. So it's almost 9 years. And I literally joined for the discount on food. I joined because the kit was too good of a deal, like it is right now this month. And I was just going to use the discount. And again, it grew. I had my son and I decided to be home. So yeah, that's my story. Go ahead, Carissa.
I was gonna say, it just goes, if you're listening to, if you're just joining us, welcome. But if you're catching, been on since we started, if you hear both of our stories, I didn't even mention my husband or my pets. I'm married and we have 2 pets and then one sleeping behind me in the chairs. But if you hear both the stories, it's super similar, right? It's, you came in because you love a product. Like you buy a Costco membership because you love the product at Costco.
I love Costco.
So,
Don't
like,
talk about Costco.
So like, if you're watching and you're listening, you're like, gosh, I buy Epicure every month. Like I love this product. It makes my life easy. Like the only difference between you and I is we said, yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. So I just want you to hear that, because yeah, you're not, you might come in and be like, I want to quit my job. I want to stay at home like Kayla did. I want to do this. But it all starts with trying and then working towards it and building towards it. So it's not going to be a quick flash in the pan, some overnight success. I just want to put that out there, but it's just the fact that you are going to just say yes. And like, yeah, I want to buy $80 worth of groceries and cookware and see what happens.
I'm getting so emotional because this live today is really reminding me of what life was like for Carissa and I building our business in the early days. I would call it like boots on the ground. It wasn't hard work. It's always been consistent work for Carissa and I. It's not hard, meaning we get to do this from home. We do it around our schedule. So originally we were going to come live at noon today. And then Carissa and I got invited to a meeting that we want to take part in today that's going to help further our businesses and in partnership with some other top leaders. So I messaged Carissa. I was like, hey, you want to do this at 11:30 instead? Sure. Like we have freedom and flexibility, but doing this today is reminding me of Chris is right. You all come in, everybody comes into an opportunity because they love the products. And you guys, I just want to quick say it. Our products are the best on the market. They are allergen friendly. They are cost effective. Our mission is good food real fast, 20-minute or less meals. Who does not need the product? Like, I'm not going to ask you who needs it. Everybody needs that. Everybody eats. You need the product, but it's affordable. Our CEO's mission is to make good food affordable to as many as possible, to do good work on this planet, to leave a small carbon footprint. Like that to me, that's like mission. If you are mission driven and you want to do good work on this planet, I won't even get into how many millions of meals we donate a year and our fundraising program and what we do as a company for charitable efforts and how kind and generous our CEO and our founder is. And every time I go through something personally, like my CEO is right there to send a message and truly check in, or to send flowers to Nate. My husband just had a major knee surgery. And honestly, I've never felt so loved and cared for by a company in my life, but you don't come for that. I just think that I want you to hear that today. You come because you know the products are awesome, or you're open to an opportunity where you're hearing, yeah, this seems like this is a good deal where the products are gluten-free and they're healthy and they're cost effective. I mean, who doesn't need that? That's important. But going back to what I was going to say, sorry, tangent, squirrels. I heard one of my teammates reference this recently, and I got to say this to all of you on this live. One of my teammates recently said, I feel like there's squirrels in the attic when I'm like thinking, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's squirrels in my attic. I've never heard that before, but that is like, I think I should have that made as a sign in my office. Like that is how I got to the top rank of the company, just letting the squirrels do their thing and just keeping going. What I was going to say is being here today has me fired up because I know what we do is life-changing, and I've always known it. From the time I met Carissa and we started partnering together on projects, we've been friends now for years. We happen to live an hour from each other. But when we met in, what country were we in? Costa Rica. We met in Costa Rica, and then we really got closer as we got into leadership. One of the years we met again at St. Louis. So we connected more actually outside of our state at first, and then realized, wow, we really live close. We should get our kids together. We should get our husbands to know each other. They're going to be on these incentive trips together. And we formed this cool friendship. We've always been solid in this fact. Everybody eats and everybody's looking for something in life, whether that is a little extra money, a healthier circle of friends, personal growth and development. I think our industry is the leading industry in helping people grow or find that little extra they want that makes them better. Don't you think, Carissa?
Yeah. I mean, and no one really knows about it, because I remember even when I signed up, I was like, ooh, you think, oh, like I'm going to sign up for this. It's going to be this icky thing, but it's a really great opportunity for everybody, because you have to eat every single day, right? At least 3 times a day. I mean, to survive, why
Yeah.
not have good food at your fingertips?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
and I would, yeah, you think about it, I would have never met all the numerous people that I've met over the past several years. That have become friends.
Yes,
So-
100%. Thank you to all of you commenting. By the way, would you comment if you're in the industry, if you're watching and you're an Epicure, you're in any company, tell us what you love about the industry, because people watching just really, truly might think pyramid scheme, or she's trying to sell us on something. No, if this isn't for you, that's okay. Let me tell you something. If this isn't for you, maybe you know of a friend, family member, coworker who needs this. Would you share it with them? Or maybe you just want to be a host this season. Our new product line launches this afternoon. I mean, who's excited? Look at Stephanie's face. I know Chris is like 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. Our new product line goes live. I can't tell you on this live because I'll get in trouble from corporate. It's a couple hours too early. But one of my favorite products is Carissa's, one of her favorites as well. You can take this product and make it into a cookie, and you can use white chocolate chips, or Mary Parget's used cheesecake chocolate chips, like cheesecake chips. I know. I'm like, seriously. Okay. Good thing everything in our product line is low sugar or no sugar, low sodium or no sodium, because that is how you're going to stay within your nutritional goals here being the start of the year with that recipe. So you just have one and then walk away, leave the kitchen. That's what you're going to do. But I want to tell you guys a couple of facts that you want to know. You're tuning into this Opp event. We shared a little bit about us. So 2 regular women, grew up in normal, traditional, well, I wouldn't say traditional. I got to care about that one. I grew up like an average Wisconsin small town girl, went to school. I wouldn't say exceptional grades. I went to college, wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. So I'll be frank. I picked a business degree because I felt like it would be, it would be flexible in careers. And I joke all the time that I'm glad I did that because it taught me grittiness to get through college. I'm not a really great student. So I had to, get through and finish my degree. And it's probably brought me a lot of knowledge that I maybe wouldn't have had otherwise for this industry. But here's the cool thing. This is the one industry that you can come into today. You don't need to be hired. No one's your boss. You choose when you want to work. There is a no risk guarantee. You can eat the kit, use the cookware, never do a thing. We're not going to come after you. It is the most welcoming community, whether you're joining the Pairsville organization or the Troutman, depending who invited you to this live, you're going to love it. I always say this, nobody regrets coming into our team, because no matter what you end up taking away, what your goal is, what you achieve, as long as you're getting what you want out of it, you will always say, that was fun. That was a great season of life. That was such a cool thing. Or you'll be here 10 years from now leading this live. You'll be the next one that has dogs barking in the background and forgetting to introduce your husband. No big deal. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Squirrels in the attic. So, okay, let's walk them through a couple of basics, Kurt, because that's what people want to know. So what does it cost to get started? Do you want to tell everybody while I grab out a couple of visual aids?
Yep. So this month only, it's $80 to get started. And that's in the US. And then for Canada pricing, it's what?
We
Is it
probably
90? Is it? I think it's 100.
Okay.
For Canada, and then shipping and tax also. So,
Yeah.
but only in January. That's a low cost, one-time fee. That's it. And you're getting a kit full of amazing food and cookware.
So inside of that kit for $80, you get our most popular, I call this the purple people feeder. It is our multi-purpose steamer. I know Carissa does everything with it. Bacon, eggs, chicken fajitas in 7 minutes, meatballs. I mean, anything. Carissa, what do you do most in your steamer?
Bacon,
Yeah.
bacon,
So easy.
bacon and tacos. I feel like, I don't know, but I use it. It's like every single day. I'm going to be
Same.
making honey garlic meatballs tonight, I believe. And you can make honey garlic meatballs in 4 minutes in your steamer.
Yep. So you get our best pieces of cookware, things like our knives, our knife, our prep bowls, the little glass bowls that I have behind me. You also get a ton of food products, desserts and meal solutions, jars and sachets. So you can try both, which is really important. You get catalogs, you get our compensation plan, you get vouchers to give to your first customers, but more than all of that, okay? Like the value is there. You have to trust us. You're going to save 25% on all of your grocery purchases and cookware purchases going forward. You're going to earn commission from day one. We get paid weekly. It's amazing. I want you to know all that. But what I really want you to know is when you join right now, not only do you get the stellar deal on the kit and all the goods and the discount, you get the training that each of our organizations provide. We have both gone through over the last 6 weeks and made sure that all of our systems, our training, everything is ready for 2023 for explosive growth. Easy to follow startup guides. We call it 20 steps to getting started in both of our teams. You're going to have new consultant training and a welcome call with your leader or with Carissa, myself, whoever's going to be welcoming you in. You're going to have support, and you're going to get, maybe for the first time, if you've tried other businesses before, hands-on, like, here's, if you do this, we promise you. Now, income disclosure, I can't promise you any amount of money. Obviously, in this industry, you have to show up, you get out of this what you put in. So just being careful with my words there. But I do want you to know that we guarantee that you will have some level of success if you follow the training as it's laid out. Anything you want to add about our training, Carissa?
No, I was going to say, and if you were to enroll, so some of you watching are already like avid lovers, you enroll today, your website's live today. You don't have to pay a fee. You don't have to do anything. Like, literally, people can shop from you today. So, and I love that as soon as you start, you're not going to be left on an island, is what I like to say. You're not going to be left on an island somewhere. We're going to welcome you into both of our teams or one or the other, and you're going to get started at any level that you want. So
Yeah.
if you're like, gosh, I love it, but I don't know if I want to quit my job, but you're going to be welcomed and you're going to feel loved and excited, and you're going to have the support. And we just want you to know that too, whether it's small time, medium time, or big time with Epicure. Because as Kayla said in the beginning, and myself, seasons change, and you might come in guns a-blazing, but then life happens and you have to take a step back. That's the best part about being your own business owner. You get to control whatever it looks like. You don't have a boss.
So a couple of things I want to point out. No website fee, like Carissa said. We get paid weekly, so you can come in right away. Your website is live the second you join. The other really cool thing about joining right now is you get January and February as your month 1, March is your month 2, April is your month 3. So start out the entire first part of the year being in what we call Fast Path, which is where you earn extra cash, extra free product, extra swag, perks, incentives. It's so fun. Our Fast Path program, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Again, income disclosure, you do you, but it's the best in the industry. When I came to this company, Carissa and I made the decision to come to this company after we had a really sad experience in another company happen where we were loyal to that company. We built an amazing business, both of us, and it crashed in 2019. And I still get emotional talking about it. I was so loyal to the company, the brand, and my team, and it's still hard for me. But I'm so thankful in a way that happened, because otherwise we wouldn't have been at Epicure. And this company is incredible. And before we came, Carissa knows this. When I came to the first opportunity, I came in because the product's alone. I wanted the discount, done deal. Didn't do any research. Went to a party, loved it. When I came into this company, I did the research, and so did my husband. We chose our upline, our Canadian partner, who's incredible. And Carissa and I are in the same, whichever organization you join, you're going to be under the same incredible Canadian leader as well. So you have layered and layered and layered support. The other thing that I did was I scrutinized over, and Chris knows, Nate and I didn't sleep for an entire day. We sat in our home, and this is true story, printed out pages, highlighter, figuring out how do people earn, and not just you, Kaylin, you'll be successful wherever you go. My husband kept saying, I love his belief in me. But he kept saying, how are your people going to win here? And he kept saying, everyone wins in this comp plan. Everybody wins in Epicure, because you are really compensated the most when you help people. When you help people with healthy meals, when you help hosts get free, when you help people have success in their business at any level. And so I just wanted to say that. No website fee, no tricks, no gimmicks, no risk business kit. It's $80 to join in the US. It's discounted in Canada as well, but we didn't check the exact price. We think it's about 100. We're very detailed people. Okay, that wasn't squirrels in the attic. That's just our lack of details. One other thing I really want to say that I'm really passionate about is Carissa keeps saying that no matter how you come in, and she's really big on this. This is what I love the most about Carissa Perzo and her team. Everybody does win in their team, because there's no right or wrong. There's no comparison. There's no right level of achievement. Success is only defined by you. And that trickles between our two orgs the same. One thing though, Chris knows I'm really passionate about this, so I'm going to say it. One thing I want you to know if you're watching this is, if you need $500 a month ASAP, or you need $1,000, or you need $3,000, or you need to pay off $20,000 in credit card debt, or you just found out your car is, dead or you got in an accident and hit a deer and you need a new car, whatever it is. If you're that person tuning in and you're like, I want more though, can I do it? Is this an opportunity where it's, ground floor enough that I can still get in and it's not oversaturated and the opportunity is there? And this is where I get really fired up. I get like sweaty. Just take the vest back off. It's hot in here now. Yes, Epicare's the business. Like, stop looking. Trust me, I wouldn't be here. I guess what I want you to hear is I'm really good at what I do. I wouldn't stay here, choose this company, choose this product line, choose this comp plan if it wasn't the best. I believe it with everything in me, not because it's the easiest always, not because the last, couple years as an entrepreneur has been easy with COVID and post-COVID and all the things. I choose it because I believe in our products and I really believe in the comp plan. So if this speaks to you in some way, debt reduction, supplemental income, changing a career because you're in a toxic environment, you promised yourself in 2023, you're going to do something different. This could be that too. It really doesn't matter what you come here for. It matters that you come with an open heart. And I always say, I'm looking for people willing to give it a try.
Yeah. An open heart and a willingness to work, right? Because you're very good at what you do, but you also do work, and myself included. I'm tied into that too. So you do have to work. It's not a post and pray type of, opportunity. So
yeah, let's quick talk about a couple of realities and then we'd love your questions. Okay. So if you're on Instagram,
yes,
comment, say hello, ask me a question. If you're on Facebook, Krista, can you see the Facebook? Stephanie, what did I not cover? Becky, what did I not cover? Jen, Linda, Kanda, Sherry, Michelle, can you comment in the chat and tell me, is there anything I didn't cover or questions that you'd like people to know? Because that helps us make sure we get a little squirrely. Again, squirrels in the attic. So we get a little distracted sometimes.
Well, and we're talkers.
We're talkers. We say 5 minutes. It's really going to be 55 minutes. Just plan accordingly. But it's because we love what we do. And also I have found a couple of years ago, my word of the year was unapologetic. And I feel like I learned that part of that is knowing I'm a talker. I'm going to be too much for some, but if that turns you off, it's okay because there's other people in our teams that are going to be able to support you and you'll be able to network and pace with them. You don't have to be too much if that's how you feel. I am. You don't have to be a public speaker or love to present or talk with your hands and act like you've had 9 cups of coffee. This is actually my first cup of coffee. You don't have to be that. You can be who you want to be in this industry. But part of learning that and growing confident was realizing I also don't have to apologize. Oh, Stephanie Presley, that's a great question. And then Carissa, you go. Somebody said, yeah, you get to be you. This is just me, but I'm not going to apologize for it because I know that's what my customers like now. And they know they're going to see a whole lot of black and white spots, a whole lot of Nate limping around right now these days because he had a knee surgery, and a whole lot of silly Kayla shenanigans. I also don't always do my hair, and I sometimes do my lives in my group in my pajamas because I work from home. You get to do you. Okay, question was, can you do this business not on social? Yes, you can use Zoom. You can do in person. You can do fundraisers through schools, events, groups, etc. You can do, did I say vendor events? You can do vendor events in person, all kinds of ways to do it. And if you still want to do like an online party, like have a virtual experience, you could do text, email. There's platforms out there where you don't, like the Band app, B-A-N-D. You can run parties through that and not need social media at all. That's an entirely separate from social. Krista, how else would you answer that question?
Yeah, because I have a couple of teammates that are not on social and they do everything with
Thanks, Stephanie.
events in their home. Actually, they do they don't even have other hosts. They just invite the hosts to their home and their customers and things.
I'm doing that tonight. I'm having customers over and from my local team to try the new products. That's a great way to work the business. And to be honest, if I'm being honest, I do social because it's a broader reach, but I built my entire original network in person. So did Carissa. We built our business, again, boots on the ground. I love that season too. I love all the ways I do it. I'm very diversified.
Linda asked, in the $80 kit, do you get some of the new products that are coming out today? Unfortunately, no.
No, but
you get the new catalogs.
Yep. That's actually on purpose. Our business kit, if it was always changing, makes it hard for somebody to not feel like they're getting kind of the short end of the stick, if that makes sense. You get our staple products that are meant to be our top sellers and our best to demo and fall in love with Epicare if you're new. It's intentional, not some of the more, how do I say, like ethnic flavors, the more diverse flavors that we're bringing out in the season. You might love them, you might not. We want people to come in and have the best shot at having the most neutral, popular, top selling products. And also, we don't ever want you, Linda, to feel like you got shortchanged because the business kit yesterday was salsa and guacamole and fajita. And now today it's I can't say the new products, but let's just say something we have. Maybe you don't like sweet and sour chicken and that's what they throw in there. It's consistent for the season and we announce when we're changing. But the good news is something we didn't talk about. When you join, you get $40 vouchers. So for you or anyone that hosts a party with you, and by the way, party is a loose term. Party can be online, in person, simply taking a catalog to work and collecting orders, posting on Facebook today and collecting orders. But when you have a qualified party, you get $40 extra and free every time when you're having a party in your first month of business. Your host or you, I want to say that a couple times, you can double dip here, be a consultant, make the commission, get the free. You get all the new products then with that money that you would accrue in your account. And the account stays like it can add up. You don't have to spend it right away. Our parties are not contingent on the host spending the rewards. So you could host 2 or 3 classes in your first month of business, share with different circles of friends, and already have $120 right there in free product to buy the new stuff. So yeah, does that answer that, Linda? Oh, Sherry, go ahead. Are we going to ask something? You have to unmute, Sherry. You're muted. I'm sorry. You're muted. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Have you done the Epic Life Challenge, or has anybody on here today done it? I'm
Great.
excited about it.
Yeah, great question, Sherry. So we're not going to go into super details here because it's going to go too long. But what I want to tell you is, number one, our Epic Life Challenge is incredible. And we just had scientific research done, and you're going to see lots of cool things coming out in 2023 with that. Make sure you're coming to conference if you're a consultant. If you're tuning in, another great reason to get involved in our company. I can't say anything on here that will get me in trouble with corporate. So what can I say? We're going to be cutting edge with our tools and things coming out next year. We are expanding on certain lines in our product line that will match the Epic Life collection and challenge even more. And the Epic Life Challenge, if you're new to Epic here, is a weight loss or overall wellness program that really involves portion control. My scoops are actually in my office because I was showing them on a video this morning, but it involves portion control, menu planning or meal planning, or just really following a solid nutritional plan for yourself. It really fits in any of our products, can be used in it. It's awesome. It also involves sleeping, moving your body, drinking enough water, and overall taking care of yourself, getting those wellness checks in. And it's a lifestyle, but it really is effective. And we have data and research and results. We pay out about $10,000 or more in prizes and incentives each quarter of the year as we launch the challenge. And it's a really cool thing. So you can sign up for free if you're watching this on your consultant's website today, and then reach out to them and let them know you're joining. All the details will start next week. This coming week is prep week here. So you're going to get all ready for the challenge, and then we kick off on the 9th. So make sure to get involved. But yeah, Sherry, I have done it but for the first time ever, I've now studied the guide. I've been using the scoops for the last week, which is why I was making a video about them. And I'm really excited to get my portion control in check because I don't portion well. I overeat. I'm a huge overeater. And I also love alcohol and sugar. So I'm really working on cutting those out for me. And what I love about the program though is I don't have to cut out red wine altogether. I just can't have red wine every day. I don't need to cut out desserts. In fact, you can have dessert on the challenge, but you pick sugar conscious desserts and better choices instead of 6 Christmas cookies, which I'm just being really frank with you guys. My eating since the pandemic has been out of control. Like I just do whatever I want. And I'm aware of that. And the guy was really awesome to walk through. I felt validated that like everybody has different food struggles or lack of motivation in fitness or health issues. And the challenge is for everyone. So Chris, anything you want to add to that?
No, I love it. I signed up myself just to get on track because I felt like I was just snacking all the time. So
somebody said that they need gluten-free. Again, we're 100% gluten-free. Thanks for saying that. What else do we got here? Let me just look quick. Somebody else said, I love the personal growth and the compensation plan in this company. That's awesome. Thanks for commenting that. Kathy said the most positive, uplifting group. I love that. Any other questions? When is the website live today with new products? 2 p.m. Central. We commented on that a little bit ago, 3 p.m. Eastern. Oh, you can say the new products now. I just got permission from corporate. They're watching this. Okay, that's fun. Corporate's watching this. So we have a whole bunch of new products coming out, including red velvet cupcakes, which you can make a red velvet cookie with white chocolate chips.
It's delicious.
They're so good.
Literally 15 minutes too, but have one and walk away.
Yes. Like I said, shut down the kitchen, get a container ready ahead of time. What I want you guys to hear though, is this is what's so cool. We get to live our best, healthiest lives. So our company literally is all about wellness. We are literally founded on veggies and protein and a complex carb, like well balanced. We're founded on have work hours, have boundaries. Don't work around the clock. Don't be glued to your phone, but you have to work. Like Carissa said, I do this full time. So I choose to work during the day hours when M's at school. My son, we call him M because Macaulay's a long name when you're yelling. Actually try that. Try yelling like for behavioral issues. Macaulay, it's just, yeah, we call him M. And so I just think this is so powerful, this idea that like we are working in a company that truly cares about your overall wellness, your best health. They want you to earn. They offer different grace and extensions in the pandemic. So nobody would be punished or nobody during a hard time would experience a hardship for their family. I continuously, again, feel loved and supported. And our compensation plan and our fast path plan, one more time, I want to say it loud and clear, is the best. Reach out to the consultant that invited you. They will send you a Google Drive that we made for our team that has the compensation plan in it. It has the fast path plan in it, and it has all other startup details so you can see it in front of you. But reach out to the consultant that invited you and they can get that to you for sure. Did we miss any other questions? Anyone else on Facebook? Stephanie, anyone else that, or I meant Instagram. Anyone else that's watching there? Is there another question? And then I think
And those of you that do come back and watch, keep asking questions.
yes,
And let us
please.
know and share this.
Hashtag replay on any of the streams. If you are watching this in a party, reach out to the consultant that's running that party. If you're watching this through another channel or on one of our main walls, reach out to the person that introduced you to Epicare and make sure to let them know what questions you have or ask them on here and we'll get back to you. Someone said they can't wait for the new launch. Someone else said red velvet cupcake sounds amazing. Is there a way to get the journal without buying the kit? I had someone ask me. The journal is a printable resource that you can actually get from the back office if you're a consultant. So another perk of being a consultant is we have access to all meal plans, all printed resources, all documents. The guide itself, you need to purchase the electronic version or the paper version. The journal to keep track of your fitness and water and stuff is a printable tool that you can send your customers that sign up for the challenge for sure. So if you're a consultant, ask your leader for where to find that. Epic Life Challenge is exciting and the people in this company are amazing. I'm just making sure we're all good here. Did we miss, Chris, anything else you wanted to cover? Or are we good?
I don't think so.
All right.
I mean, we cover the perks and I mean, we could talk all day, but
Let's finish this up with one reason you would join right now and the most impactful thing direct sales has done or multi-level marketing's done for your life.
number one reason why I would join right now,
Yeah.
because it's $80 for a box of food that I'm going to eat. And the biggest impact it's done for my family. Well, there's many things that I could say, but one that really stands out to me, it was just probably one of my biggest accomplishments too, is paying off $18,000 worth of student debt in 11 months because of this industry.
Wow.
A debt that I brought into our marriage that I wanted to pay off and paid it off and had thousands left over for our family.
God, that's so cool. I love it. My one reason to join now, what it was going to be the discounted kit. So she took that. So I'll say it's a fresh year and it's a great time to dig into something new and give it a shot. Because here's what happens. You spend the $80, you try it, it's not for you. Nothing happens. But just like a gym membership, when you try it out, what if it works? What if you fall in love? What if you change your life? What if you change your health? I think our business model does that. So that's why I joined right now. Begin at the beginning of the year, be in as many direct sellers, and all companies have left their companies over the last year just because life got busy again and they felt the overwhelm. Be in with the new systems and the new tools and be in before all the announcements and the great things coming this year happen. And then what my biggest accomplishment has been in the business has been retiring my husband. He worked 10 years in a swing shift role. And again, I told you guys the truth at the beginning of this. When I joined, I thought there's no way I'm even going to make a couple thousand, but I want the discount. When I started paying enough to quit my job and be home with my son, that felt like incredible. And that was incredible. But when I started dreaming, and Carissa will tell you, this was a progression for me of like, but what if I could make $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month? What if I could do that? And it was more like, no, you absolutely can do that. When are you going to do that by? Once I started doing that, Nate no longer needed to work that swing shift job. And it's not about Nate not working. He works at church now. He's open to other part-time opportunities. He's a busybody. It was about him never being home, being gone 12-hour days, 7A to 7P or 7P to 7A, and 2 days on and 2 days off. And I can't even talk about it without like wanting to just cry in a puddle because it was so hard in our early years of marriage. It was almost the end of our marriage. That's my biggest accomplishment this industry brought me. I had no idea it would forever change the trajectory of our life and then allow us now to spend almost too much time together, if we're being a little honest about the pandemic, but it gives us freedom and flexibility. And I just want you to know anything's possible. From a little to a lot, we hope you decide to join us. I hope this was life-giving to you today. Thank you, Carissa. You are amazing. You don't toot
Yep.
your horn enough. So glad to do this with you. Stephanie, Sherry, Becky, Kanda, Jen, Linda, so many of you for getting on Facebook. Thank you for jumping on the Zoom, excuse me, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you, Stephanie Presley, for the questions. If we missed anything, comment, reach out, connect with the person that invited you, get signed up today, okay? And a happy new season. Oh, there's Tenley. She's making a goodbye appearance. She's waving. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Instagram, I'll stay with